As mentioned, I've been with Network Rail for quite a number of years, and making a changeover has been interesting, shall we say, but it's enjoyable. And when Nick asked me today to make this presentation, I looked at the terms of reference and I looked at the philosophy of Dual Inventive, and I see actually they're pretty much one and the same, and it all aligns nicely. So hopefully what you'll see today will help resonate with what you're going to see today. Also, just a quick thank you to the PWI for inviting us. That's, it's been, we're quite honoured to, and we've joined the organisation as well. And it's quite humbling to be recognised and brought back into the fold, as it were, from that point of view. So it's been really good. So just, let's see if we can make this work. No, here we go. Here's an introduction.
5G opens a new world of possibilities, making our lives easier, safer, and more valuable. Vodafone Business is providing a complete Internet of Things network to Dual Inventive, a company dedicated to railway improvement. With the Internet of Things technology, Dual Inventive delivers systems to improve railway monitoring and carry out preventive maintenance. For this, the company uses two significant Vodafone Business Internet of Things networks, Narrowband IoT and LTE-M. Our network and Dual Inventive's innovative products enable real-time monitoring of thousands of kilometers of international track to ensure greater safety and efficiency. Wireless sensors remotely monitor railway infrastructure performance to ensure an immediate maintenance response. For example, in extreme weather. Thanks to real-time data, rail infrastructure can be precisely monitored, making maintenance planning easier. This reduces the likelihood of delays and malfunction, which makes for happier customers. Those who embrace technology can make dreams come true. Together we can. Vodafone Business.
That's just a nice little introduction. Thank you to Vodafone for a free advert. It just aligns nicely, and hopefully you'll hear I'll mirroring some of that message in there today. But at Dual Inventive, we believe that cloud-hosted asset management is the future, and we think that that can reduce the need to send track workers on track. And if we do have to send them on track, we can protect them better using the technologies. We think it can help facilitate intelligent infrastructure and all its functionality. We can provide high safety reliability in asset command and control systems, and it can transfer actionable data to where it needs to go. And I think we can reduce expensive line-side equipment and support cost-reducing business cases. Okay. Dual Inventive recognised the power of the cloud 12 years ago when developing remote control functionality for its ZKL 3000 track circuit operating devices. It needed to build high reliability, fail-safe control system to provide protection for track workers. As a result, we built the first SIL4 approved IoT, Internet of Things, cloud-based control system, which we call the MT-Info 3000. And just a note on SIL4, for those that don't know, SIL4 is the safety integrity level that is required for train signalling. So it's quite high up there, and we think we're the only people that have a SIL4 tested cloud. This cloud system is being used for a range of safety critical systems and applications, and it's all controlled by a smartphone and a app that everyone, the users can interface with. This system is now being used in 4 international railways, so SNCF, Infrabel, ProRail and Network Rail are using our systems and our cloud-based technologies. And we're just moving into Australia. We're working with Sydney Trains at the moment. We've also got some of our products currently on trial. Our cloud-based system has 2 functional profiles. As I've mentioned, the first is the MT-Info 3000, which has the safety integrity and the reliability architecture and credentials to have it approved at SIL4. But we also have Insights, conveniently the same name as Network Rails, unfortunately. But this is our non-safety critical real-time business information platform, and that's complemented by field service management applications that really support asset management. So data from the safety critical profile can also be transferred from one side to the other, but obviously you can't send it back to the SIL4 system. But by bringing it out of the SIL4 system, you can also monitor it using the BI platform, which is quite helpful. So what is the USP of our Rail Cloud? As I mentioned, it is SIL4 approved, and that is by DECRA, who are the accredited European notified body to the Euro and GB norms. That means we can use it in a range of safety critical command and control technologies, and even things like remote control signals, which I'll show you later, and track warning systems. Believe it or not, our cloud system is 5 years older than Google and Microsoft's. We've been leading the way on this for quite a long time, to the point where it was around before iPads and iPhones, and actually we had to use PDAs to action it in the first place. So what have we got? These are the kind of products that we're currently using with the SIL4 side of things. We've got the ZKL 3000 remote control track circuit operating device, which is what we've been deploying across Network Rail's infrastructure, working with the safety task force. That helps bring additional protection to line blockages. The other system we're looking at here in the top right hand corner is the RSS. That is currently being trialled and tested again with Network Rail, and that is a remote control switch. So you can use it for the same purpose, to add additional protection for line blocks. But instead of actually being out on the line side, you can actually cut into the signalling system and make it as an additional component to that. And that's currently being developed. And in the far bottom side, unfortunately, it's not a particularly good picture, but that is a remote control signal. That again is a SIL4 remote control signal, so it's got basically a bar of red LEDs in it. And that is just about to go into the Dutch rule book and be used. They use it in some of their yards and sidings, etc., to help signalling or bringing trains to a stop in a safe way over there. So it's something that we're looking to develop further, and I think that can add quite a good value. You can almost have an overlay signalling system as well. So that's what we're moving towards. I've got some goodies up here, so I'm just going to show some of these. So we have, with the success of our cloud, we began to investigate other use cases and introduced a range of different non-safety critical sensors and bits of equipment. The first of these was something that could measure rail temperature, and that was a bit clunky. It was a 2G system, and it required additional batteries on the line side. We've now moved to this, which is the CRM 3000, and this is a very strong magnet, so you just put that straight onto the web of the rail, and that you can use that for CRT measurement. In fact, some of the Track Alliance renewal teams are already using this, and this has also been, 40 of these have just been deployed by Translink across the Northern Ireland. And there's a number of other people that are using this. HS2 have also got some. So we're using this for rail temperature monitoring. It also has an X and Y axis movement capability as well. But that is fit and forget. So the batteries are included, and it basically transmits using narrowband IoT into the cloud once an hour at the moment, or you can change the frequency of the upload. In fact, we've done that for clients for CRT who wanted that information more real time, so they were doing it every 5 minutes, which is interesting. So that is, as I say, we're deploying those regularly now, and we've actually got one outside if you want to come and see it afterwards. It's a real one. It's mounted to one of the girders out there, and you can see the information coming through the net onto our BI system, which we'll show you later. We also have some other technologies. So this is the demo, and this is a simple input-output Internet of Things device, and you can use that to set alarms. You can. The classic one is using it for doors. So if equipment room is opened, it will tell you. Or we've even using it for catenary expansion, so that if the weights drop below a certain level, then you can get a message to tell you that, that you've got an issue with your overhead lines. That is being used in other areas, and again, that's a fairly simple thing, and we think there's many use cases for this that we haven't even thought about yet, and we need people like you to come and point us in the right direction and see where those applications might be. We also have this one. This is a Rombo. It's a slightly bigger, slightly more complex IoT system again, and we can use this for earth leakage, humidity, voltage dips, earth faults, temperature, and it's digital and analog, and it's a smart gateway to the internet. So again, lots of different use cases for this, and what you can use these two together. So you can have this on the rail that tell you that actually your rail temperature's dropped, and then this will then turn on the points heating, for example. So you can join the things together, and there's lots of different combinations of all of these things you could be doing. I've got nowhere to put this stuff now. Okay. And, sorry, click. There we go. Oh, I'm too behind. There we go. So this is our Insight, our BI system, and it's very flexible. You can put dashboards on it, you can set triggers on it to give you different alarms. It'll send you push notifications through your phone, through either SMS or emails. So there's so many different things you can do with this. It's very flexible. As you can see, you've got geolocation mapping. We're currently using it for checking the performance of batteries on ZKLs, so we can monitor as the solar panels are charging up the batteries. We can see the increases in the storage in the batteries, and you can see where they dip off. We also know what voltage they're being installed at, so you can monitor the performance of everything, so you know if you've got an issue, and you can monitor these things through. But again, very flexible. We've got it all set up outside if you want to come a look and have a play. Hopefully you'll find it interesting. So what we see around us in the industry is pockets of innovation, lots of new ideas, new sensors, new ways of presenting data, new control systems. We're switching from copper to cloud, but data and system security is key. It's a busy market of sensors and solutions, and many of which are focused on niche engineering projects and use cases. But in Dual Inventive, to support the drive for rail engineering innovation, we are looking to develop our IoT cloud system into a secure access license format, where other companies can benefit from our cloud experience and integrate or interface their own sensors and command and control technologies into our cloud system. And if they want to use our BI system, they can. If they've got their own, that also could be plugged in. And the idea is that it's a flexible system. We can work with partners. So instead of them having to build their own cloud system, they can come and use ours. And we're not wasting time developing sensors that we're not expert in. So just to try and attempt to bring more flexibility and a wider offering to infrastructure controllers, covering a whole range of intelligent infrastructure or secure applications as you may need. Okay, so what makes our cloud better or different from the rest? We use secure European deep service in Amsterdam. They've got built-in redundancy. We also have redundancy in alternative locations, which also has redundancy. So, and we own all our own server hardware and all the software that goes with that. And we have a strong partnership with Vodafone, as you can tell, who are also a Dutch company. And they secure our private facility within their architecture. Our data is segregated and protected from the public internet with inbuilt redundancy again, and Vodafone monitor our equipment, and we are working with them to build 5G and network capability using their LTE-M and narrowband IoT solutions. So we think that's quite progressive, and as I say, it comes back to the fact that we think we're the only people that have got a SIL 4 cloud, which is quite useful. And we have a number of companies that are coming to talk to us now because they, some significant players in the industry who realise they need IoT access and that we have that capability. In fact, ProRail have recently issued a contract to one of their principal contractors who maintain their railway to take the whole of our suite, our digital platform for use with the SIL4 safety critical things, using Insight, using our field servicing apps, our digital warehouse where you can track all your spares, timesheets, safety planning, and asset provisioning. So basically, we're trying to offer an end-to-end digital platform to support infrastructure controllers however they wish to deploy them. So a challenge to innovators: what else can you add to our offering? Have you got a use case that needs help, a sensor that needs a cloud, a control system that needs safety critical data transfer and high reliability? If you do, come and talk to us because we're open to discussion and hopefully we can help each other and build a better railway. Just to finish off really, since 2010, Dual Inventive has had over 6,000 users, 70 million safe operating hours across ProRail, InfraBel, SNCF and Network Rail, over 500,000 track worker safety operating hours. We've had a challenging time in the last couple of years working with Nick and the Safety Task Force and Network Rail maintenance teams, bringing in over 2,000 ZKLs and bringing them into business as usual. That has had interesting challenges, some of them technical, some of them people related. Some of the technical issues have had simple quick fixes, some are slightly more complex, but we've been learning as we go along. What is quite clear is you can't just provide a product and walk away from it. You have to follow through and support your client and help them bring it into business as usual use. And hopefully we've been seen to be trying to do that. So as I mentioned, there are currently over 2,000 T-CODs owned by Network Rail. These devices are operated by trained track workers of all disciplines via remote control using the SIL4 cloud and a smartphone app, and they have the power of ensuring their own safety in their own hand, literally. Thank you for listening.